Welcome back to Whilton Mill, where we continue with our second class of the weekend. The Honda Cadet class has proved to be one of the most popular cadet classes in the UK over the last 5 years, and it always draws a big grid of drivers. Earlier on, I caught up with a couple of team managers to have a chat about the class and ask them exactly why that is.
I'm Luke Hines. I'm team principal of SFR Motorsport. I think it's a fairly equal class, more affordable. I've enjoyed the Honda class. I think it's a lot easier to work with, where two-stroke, you've got carburetors involved and a lot of other stuff. So, you know, it makes it easier for us just to work more with the driver, knowing that, you know, it's a lot more equal with the power.
I'm Mike Spencer, and I'm one of two team managers at the Synergy Factory Racing team. It started off as quite an affordable class in cadets in comparison to, say, the IAME. It's quite a level cost in terms of both classes now. And the racing is quite hard at the front with the Honda. I feel that it produces very good drivers when they get into the upper classes.
When we look out at Whilton Mill here today, on that grid there's probably 20, 25 in the class. It's really exciting for these youngsters, and it's a great learning curve for them.
100%, you know, cadets over the years has produced some fairly well-known drivers today in Formula One, and it's great seeing there's some great talent out there, and for sure through cadet you'll see the next F1 star, hopefully.
The experiences you've had at, you know, reaching the top in karting, you know, at the same age these boys did, it must be invaluable for these youngsters. So what are some of the things that you're telling these youngsters as they go out onto the grid at a weekend like this? It
depends on the driver, really. I mean, I just enjoy sort of passing on what I've learned over the years to the younger generation that are coming through. And, you know, if one or two of them get to the Formula One grid, for instance, then that's a satisfaction thing for me.
As I stand here and look at the karts now, I'm seeing a lot more technology on board, but aside from the technology, is it still just, you know, the principle's still the same?
Yeah, the principle's still the same. But you're saying, like, you've got your data systems now, and, you know, your video footage analysing, and so it's moved on massively. You know.
So it's very much dad and lad racing when I was younger, and it's now gone more towards the bigger race teams running at a much more professional level now in karting. And part of the bit of being a team, if you've got a less experienced driver, they can learn from their more experienced teammates, for instance.
Onboard telemetry and every kid having a GoPro on the kart and all that kind of stuff, while it's useful, it's actually adding to the pressure on the kids as well.
They don't need that pressure, they just need to enjoy it.
And how important do you think is your personal experience of racing in cars and karts? How important is that you're here overlooking all of these youngsters and being able to pass some of that experience on?
Yeah, I just really enjoy it. You know, it's been part of the family for many years, and, you know, it's sort of it's a passion.
Fundamentally, though, if you think back to when you were 9, 10, 11 years old, has it changed all that much? It's still driving a kart, going as fast as you can?
You've still got to go out and get the job done, yes.
Thanks ever so much for talking to us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So let's go and join your race commentator, Jake Sanson, with the grid positions.
Standing start, Honda Cadet has always got adrenaline rushing through its veins. Here's the grid. Thomas Mintz spearing in pole from Noah Wolf and Leon Hasty from Rocco Shenton. Then Noah Barham and Cole Denham from Aris Majauskis and Albert Friend. Giblett, Lee and Finley Lines round out the top 10 from Licata and Bell, Johnston and Musk, Machardi and Gregor Reed. It's a very busy grid, 29 drivers all the way down to the privateer Kaiser Riemann at the back of the field. But this is Whilton Mill and this is Honda Cadet. Anything can happen, and it's about to. Here we go to the first corner. It's Noah Wolf who leads them off into the first corner. Great start from him, and as they come out of Crook, up through Oblivion and on towards Manuel's Bank, the battle is already joined at the front of the field, but it's the 75 who leads it. Thomas Mintz Spearing has got himself into a good lead. We're on board with Leon Hasty as he battles early doors with Noah Barham.
Synergy boys out front 1 and 2, and that's where they want to stay. It's a change for the lead.
That is the move already, coming straight in there from Noah Wolf as he gets through on the inside of Thomas Mintz Spearing. So they've changed lead already. The 44 up in front. In third place, that is the 86 of Rocco Shenton, who is doing a great job in the opening tour. Look at them all swarming through as they get up towards the boot once again. And there is always a frenetic battle. Fast and furious racing here at Whilton Mill in Honda Cadet. down the drop, in through the heel, and onto the main straight once again. It's Noah Wolf who leads the charge in the 44, right in behind Thomas Mint-Spearing of the Synergy Race team, one of the new faces for 2021, and straight up to the front. There's a name to watch for.
And interesting, been watching that final corner all weekend, Jake. Not so many people running really wide over the concrete now, and that's another move.
It's Hasty. Hasty, our cameraman, has got through into third past Rocco Shenton, so a nice overtake, and it's not going to be long before Noah Barham gets his look. They come through Ashby, and it's already looking pretty hasty between the 3, 4, 5 carts there in behind the two leaders.
It's hasty for hasty, Jake.
Absolutely right. So in they come again, out through the left-hander and onto the back straight. Now this is where they can get a nice lead in to the boot. And it's so far looking very good for Leon Hasty as he runs in third position in front of Shenton and Barham. Cole Denham, Aris Miauskis, Albert Friend, Jacob Giblett-Lee and Finlay Lines doing a great job in the top 10 in his first outing of 2021. On board with Hasty, looking back to the man behind him, that's Rocco Shenton, and he's trying to stretch away and chase after these two. But already Thomas Mint-Spearing is playing the long tactical game to try and get away from Hasty, and there behind Noah Wolf. And up the inside, big lunge for the move there from Cole Denham as he gets through. Nice overtake from Denham, and now he's trying to get away from Barham and Miauskis, who are already looking pretty speedy behind him.
Teammates working together, the two out front, and then we've got Denham, Barham and Miauskis. The trio working 5th, 6th and 7th.
Well, these are the two big teams that will battle for the season, aren't they? Oh, nice move. Cheeky manoeuvre from Miauskis as he dives through there. A good little overtake. Hard to get right as well from Aris Miauskis. He gets through, no problem. Oh, a little bit of nudging there, but this is going to be the two-team powerhouse of the season, isn't it? The rivalry in Formula One is Mercedes and Red Bull. The rivalry in Honda Cadet is going to be SFR Motorsport versus Synergy. It's clearly these two teams that have got an advantage out in front. Oh, and a bit of a run wide. That's Mint-Spearing. Mint-Spearing goes wide. Oh, that's dropped him to 5th, maybe to 6th. I think he's going to go back to 7th, 8th by the time he gets out of Christmas. What a shame for Mint-Spearing.
What a disaster for him. Just, you put a couple of wheels on the grass and the rest of the cart goes and you have to stay with it. He's got it back together. He's experienced enough, though, to know he's got the pace to get back to the front of the field.
Oh, and that's Hasty. Hasty goes for the lead on Wolf. Goodness me, he was a few car lengths behind him at the start of the lap, and now we're going to get Shenton and Wolf coming back to the inside line. There goes Wolf. Shenton's trying to get through as well, has to hang back. So Rocco Shenton now in third position, trying to charge after the man in second. That's Leon Hasty and Noah Wolf. Here we go, game on.
Fantastic racing and great pictures as usual from the 360 cameras. We've got 360 cameras
Another
in every
run wide.
race.
That's Hasty going wide this time, and Shenton gets through in a second. So Shenton is through. This time Hasty keeps it off the grass, and there goes Cole Denham through into third position.
More action. These cameras are just incredible, Jake.
So now there's a chance for Miauskis. He's going to get on the inside. Thank you very much. Runs wide. Is there going to be a chance for Barham to get through past both of them? No, they just shut the door in time. So Barham can't quite make it up into 4th or 5th. Miauskis is there. Here we go on the inside. A nice run back in there from Leon Hasty as he gets through on Miauskis. And that's held up Barham and Giblett-Lee. So Giblett-Lee, Jacob there in the 7th position, trying to work his way into position. Is there going to be an opportunity for Albert Friend to get in there as well now? The 91 trying to line himself up in the mix. Thomas Mint-Spearing down to 9th as a result of Albert Friend getting through. Max Cuthbert now in 10th place in front of Finlay Smith. What's happened to Finlay Lines? He seems to have dropped out of the top 10 then. So a bit of a difficult opening race of the season for him. Here comes the move on the inside. But a nice defensive move from the 80 of Leon Hasty. I'm not letting you through, Aris. You're going to have to try something else, mate.
Looking through that final turn as well, Jake. Next time they come through there, when people talk about marbles on the outside of the track or off the racing line, they're not marbles exactly, they're not round, but they are just discarded pieces of rubber. And when you look in the final turn, next time you get the chance to have a look, you'll see all the discarded rubber on the outside of the turn. You don't want to go that wide.
Big moves in the little pack we've got here, battling away for 4th position. And Giblett-Lee having to hold on there in front of Barham, trying to get through. And now Barham's been shunted back behind Thomas Mint-Spearing. So Mint-Spearing is up into 7th place once again at the expense of Noah Barham. So that has shuffled the deck a little bit. Noah Wolf still in the lead of the race. Here's Rocco Shenton behind him. A little bit of a gap back now to Cole Denham. Oh, here we go. Braking zone. A little bit of a nudge and through they come. It's absolute skittles into the corner as Thomas Mint-Spearing and Noah Barham edge their way on the inside of Jacob Giblett-Lee. My goodness, a big battle now as they continue to hustle away for position. That is very tough stuff. So through they come again. Oh, and up and over! Dear oh dear, Giblet Lee launches off the back of Thomas Mint, spearing the front fairing, comes up in the air, so do the two front wheels, and that is how easy it is to get spat out of the train.
And not only that, Jay, that could be a front fairing penalty as well. That would be a 5-second penalty just to add to his woes at the end of the race.
This is what we're talking about. If you get that penalty, you can't contest it, you can't appeal it, you've just got to accept it, even if you're not in the wrong. And it's obviously designed to discourage loading and to discourage dirty manoeuvres around the course. Unfortunately though, racing is racing. Sometimes you get a little bit too close to the competitor in front. Here's the opportunity for Rocco Shenton, and we're on board now with Leon Hasty as he charges in behind Cole Denham. Here we go, third position. Thank you very much, I'll have that. And now Aris Mijauskis, the man who's got the fastest lap of the race, he gets the gesture from Cole Denham. Come on, let's work together. Let's get back after Hasty as we go for third position. You don't need to overtake me. You just need to work with me.
Yeah, the two teammates there, the 49 and the 23. 49 Denham and 23 Mijauskis. They'll want to make the move on Hasty in front and try and make sure that they both go through at the same time to work together. There they are. HE, of course, Hasty, not their teammate.
I think there was a slight transponder issue before, slight timing issue, because Finley Lyons is there still battling away in the top 10. I said he was out of it. He fell out of it briefly, but I think that was a timing error. So Finley Lyons is still there in the top 10. Max Cuthbert, though, he is on the charge. He's up at the 6th position. Cuthbert is absolutely storming his way through.
Rocco Shenton's got the fastest lap. The fastest lap, if it doesn't appear bottom right, because we've had a few issues with the timing this weekend, it will show in the timing tower on the left. Whoever's highlighted in green has the fastest lap at any given time during the race.
So there's the battle for third position. Hasty, Denham, Mijauskis. And this is definitely going to be close to the flag between these three. Cuthbert trying to drop Min Spearing, Barham and Friend. And Finley Lyons is there in 10th ahead of Gregor Reed, Ellis Bell, Jacob Giblet Lee, who recovered after that little love tap. Luca Holmes-Ballack in 14th from Wolfit. And then the rest of the field. Very exciting battles so far as they charge their way through and over the line once again. Wolf, Shenton, Hasty, Denham, Mijauskis, Cuthbert and Min Spearing all the way through the field. I think we've still got an entire full roster of drivers. I don't see anybody off to the side of the road except for Ava Dobson, actually. So Ava Dobson has gone, unfortunately, and she is the only one, really, and hopefully she'll be back in time for round 2 without too many difficulties. Here is that battle still. Hasty, Denham and Mijauskis battling away for third. Here's the battle for 6th. This is Cuthbert, Min Spearing and Barham. Oh, mistake for Noah Wolf. That's how much pressure he's under. Rocco Shenton absolutely reeling him in. And that was a good save from Noah Wolf. But now Rocco Shenton senses he's got a chance of this and he can really win this one going away.
Just a minute and change on the clock as they come to the line through the boot. One more time through the heel. Go across the line, there'll be a minute and 3, minute and 2. There could be, what? That could be 3 laps remaining, Jake.
This is what's so difficult about racing at this level as a cadet. You don't get test matches or practice training matches like you do in rugby and cricket and in football. You are under the microscope every time you go out here, and the pressure is on you every time you're on track. Here we go, on the inside line, the 94 gets the move. Gregor Reed on the inside of Finley Lyons. Lyons shuts the door beautifully there, though, for the cart in behind, battling away. That's the 46 that has no room to manoeuvre. Ellis Bell, who has to get shut down in the manoeuvre for the moment. Jacob Giblet Lee now pulling alongside round the outside. Surely there's no room, and indeed there's not. It's a very brave manoeuvre there to go round the outside as Hasty tries to stretch clear of Denham and Mijauskis. Another bit of a run wide from Noah Wolf, just holding on to the lead for the moment in front of Rocco Shenton. Looked like a move there for Thomas Min Spearing behind to try and get through on Cuthbert. Did he make it? Not on this occasion, I don't think. Oh no, he did. He did make the move, and up into P6 then in front of Cuthbert and Barham. Here we go, the leaders. And look, Shenton is actually gesturing to Noah Wolf in front in the hope he can vainly see him, because he hasn't been looking behind him recently. He's like, we can go, come on, come on. Now it's time to go for the victory because the time has run down to 0.
You'll notice at the end of the race, the championship points, Jake, there are only points being scored in the pre-final and final at this championship. In a lot of other championships, you score points in the heats. Thomas Min Spearing would not have done that. If he had, He would have added the points in the heats to his points for winning the pre-final, and the earlier off wouldn't have had such an impact. So unfortunately, he's dropped a load of points there. He's down in 6th place now. He'll be disappointed at the end of the race.
Leaders beginning the final lap then. That's Ashley Haas in front. They've got to be careful not to trip over him. You don't really overtake back markers too often in British karting, especially not in cadet. So they've got to be careful not to trip over him on the final lap. There's Leon Hasty, 3rd position. Cole Denham and Aris Miauskis making massive gains up towards Christmas. He's held up by Hasty as Denham, and there goes Miauskis through into 4th position. Lovely switchback manoeuvre, and he's through into P4. Hasty now having to go defensive into Ashby. Wolf versus Shenton. They've cleared Ashley Haas, so no problems there. It's all about who's going to hold their nerve the longest. Wolf comes out wide, dives back for the inside line to be defensive. He's going to be slower on the exit. Shenton trying to get the switch back down the back straight. Goes right. So too does Wolf to block and protect. Is there going to be one final maneuver? Out of the toe. Last chance, Rocco. And it's going to be tight as Wolf recovers to protect, but they're going to get a slingshot at the outside, side by side to the line. Oh my goodness, Wolf just holds it. Oh my goodness, there was inches in that finish, nothing in it at all between the two in terms of lap speed. Several frustrated drivers at the end of the race there as they come home. But what a close finish that was between Wolf and Shenton. That could not have been much closer out of the final corner, but it's Noah Wolf who hangs on by 14 thousandths of a second. Rocco Shenton second from Aris Miauskis. Thomas Min-Spearing climbs to 4th in the end from Max Cuthbert and Noah Barham. Leon Hasty ends up 7th. Cole Denham, Albert Friend and Jacob Giblett-Lee round out the top 10, but Wolf wins by 14 thousandths.
Well, they may be small, but they're certainly mighty, those Honda Cadet karts, aren't they? In the finish, Aris Miauskis came home in 3rd, but the race for 2nd and 1st was really exciting. Rocco Shenton and Noah Wolf were almost glued bumper to bumper for all of it. Rocco did everything he could, even at the end there, trying to get past Noah on the line, but it just wasn't enough. Huge congratulations to Noah, and we're going to see him running again in the IAME Cadets. I wonder if he can do well in that one too. Let's find out what he had to say when I caught up with him at the podium. For quite a few laps there, I was watching the race. I thought, I don't know who's got this. Is it Noah? Is it Rocco? What were you thinking?
I was just thinking, how long can I keep this lead for?
Well, the good news is you kept it all the way to the checkered flag. What are you feeling now before we head to Cumbria in a couple of weeks' time at Rowrah?
I'm feeling very excited and I'm very motivated.
Championship points look like this. Noah Wolf has the lead with 62. Thomas Min-Spearing's earlier pre-final win has helped him maintain 2nd place despite 4th in that final there. Rocco Shenton's in 3rd from Miauskis, Hasty, Barham Denham, Albert Friend, Jacob Giblett-Lee and Max Cuthbert rounding out the top 10.
Well, that's it from Whilton Mill for this week, but join us next time when we'll be bringing you more action from the remaining classes in this, the opening round of the championship. And you can expect the same incident, action and drama. Until then, see ya.